So in my last video, I was adding some content to my different pages. I think this one will have a little bit more stuff on it than where I left off. You can see in my fast facts, I've added a few more details, the time period, what the climate was like, animals, plants, and like the significant extinction event that sort of marks this time period. I have added a couple more videos, and I've also decided to add a list of notable dinosaurs from this period, since that is, the topic of this guide. And I want to take a moment to maybe think about my philosophy in adding content. And because you might notice that I'm actually putting in content directly into this guide with this fast facts and the coelophysis sort of bio here. And that's not always something that I do. It really depends on the purpose of the guide and the intended audience. If it's really a more sort of upper academic research project students are working on, I may focus more on directing them towards those research resources like the databases or web resources that they may not easily find on their own through that sort of just Google searching. But another thing I like to do with these guides is give students sort of a general idea of the topic. So with these fast facts, they're getting this idea of like when this took place, maybe like what animals were around, what the earth looked like, that sort of thing. And my theory is that these serve as jumping off points in either case for the student to learn more on their own. So in this example over here with the notable dinosaurs, I have coelophysis and some very basic information. And then I have links to where a student can find more information. And say, for example, students were like researching individual dinosaurs. This clearly is not enough information for them, but it at least gives them like a starting point of like, okay, here's a dinosaur I can learn more about, and here's some starting resources. So that's sort of my thinking when I'm putting in content and organizing. The other thing I have to admit is that sometimes when I get working on a guide, I get really into it, and so I do go overboard, and that's not really something I would expect of everyone, but it does happen to me sometimes because I like to learn and I like to collect information together, which of course is why I am a librarian. So in my next video, I'm going to add a few more sort of specialized content to this Triassic page, but I wanted to take a moment and sort of explain my thinking and how and why I add the kind of content that I do.